aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Ranking. Y'all already know what it is. Um, y'all coming in, hit the like button, subscribe. Also, if you watching this video and you coming in from someone like outside territory, let me know where you're coming from, like what city, state, providence, um, uh, country, whatever. Let me know where you coming
Officer
from.
Tatum and other black conservatives are
Okay, so we doing this video off of Poetic Flacco. Poetic Flacco is the video we reacted to.
hiding and complaining online because they believe that the right wing is leaning towards Nick Fuentes' ideology and they're becoming too racist even for their life. Now listen, Nick, you know that we don't agree on anything. I think you are a despicable human being. But I gotta give you your credit, man. I gotta respect your pimping, man. You even made the black conservative, you even made our sellouts realize they were black for a day. And for that, that's an accomplishment, right? Obviously, I disavow all of Nick Fuentes' rhetoric, but I do have to find the humor in black folks who have made a career over the last decade spewing anti-black rhetoric and catering to a white supremacist audience. Those black people are now online finally realizing they're black once they realize that them being a token is no longer needed because now white supremacists and racist ideology is like now a norm on social media and they don't need to hide behind you to say no more. So now they're treating you how they've been treating us, right, for forever, even though they've been telling you, no, you're the good kind. See, these people like a Poetic Flacco, nah, they're the bad kind. They're the bad type of black guys. You the good one. And you believed it for years. And now they're finally letting you know they don't like you either. And now you're complaining and you're crying about how Nick Fuentes is becoming mainstream. So all of this, by the way, is they're upset that Nick Fuentes is slowly climbing the ranks into mainstream. That Nick Fuentes is slowly becoming a household names. And there's no barrier or infrastructure in place to really counter him anymore because they helped destroy him. Right? Y'all help cancel culture. So now people like Nick Fuentes have no real barrier in place. Right? They'll continue to climb the ranks as hateful as they get. So Officer Tatum and the black MAGA preacher, they're upset that Tucker Carlson interviewed Nick Fuentes and they really pushed back against Nick Fuentes. And they believe that this is a slap in the face to black conservatives everywhere. As if the right wing cares about what a black conservative has to say. Bruh, y'all got youth and spit out, bruh. They have no use for you guys anymore.
Spray yourself. You said on Candace on the show, you don't want a race mix. You are racist. Explain how you not a racist right now. That's what interview I would have. Why are they're gushing over each other, smelling butts? Turning point. Do you see the person that's on stage? I don't know how many times I got to say this. And people got mad at me and said, Brandon Tatum, you dividing the movement. I simply said he's antithetical to the mission of Turning Point USA. The stuff that he's doing is antithetical to what Charlie stood for. At some point, somebody got to drop their nuts and say, I can't have you out here doing this. We got young, impressionable young men, and this is what you infusing in their mind. Next thing, you gonna have Nick Fuentes up there?
This clown got some nerve. Imagine the damage you've done to impressionable young men and their perspective of black people when they click on videos like black people meltdown over losing the EBT after government shutdown. And the videos that you played was satire videos by alt-right accounts and other sellouts and AI videos of black folks complaining about EBT. But you went out of your way to play this and portray as if black folks are the only ones who are like on EBT or who are terrified of losing or losing EBT and painting black folks as if we're like all freeloaders and moochers. That's something that you did, by the way. And look at this smile and like on your face. Look at this smile on your face as you play a satire video portraying black folks as all moochers. This is you, right? And you convey this as if it was like a real serious black man who was talking. No. This is an alt-right dude who make videos like disparaging black folks all the time. So, alt-right dude who make videos like disparaging black folks all the time. So, excuse me, right? If people are not galvanizing around you and cheering you on as you go against somebody who do the exact same thing that you do, you guys are both anti-black. And here's the thing, okay? So Officer Tatum was always under the impression that he was the good boy, all right? That he was the good one. And he believed that these people were really his friends. So when he says, "Oh, y'all going to invite Tucker Carlson too, and Nick Fuentes too?" He's upset that Tucker Carlson was invited to speak at Turning Point for a particular conference that he was not invited towards, okay? And he's like, bro, Tucker Carlson represents everything y'all don't like. I represent everything y'all do like. I've been bootlicking and closing up to you guys for years, and y'all did not invite me. Now, I believe he was salty about this even before Charlie died, I believe.
Oh, I would.
That's crazy.
Not invited to any of the Turning Point faith events.
Oh, no, not you.
Which I'm one of the biggest Christians in the movement right now.
Okay.
That stand up for Jesus Christ on every platform that I've ever been on. But I didn't cry and say, that's...
I'm sure you did not, but you doing that right now.
I said, you know what? I understand, man. God gave me a platform that's bigger than any platform you can give me anyway.
Man, keep God's name off your motherfucking mouth.
So I can do my own Christian stuff on my own platform. I'm not tripping, bro. I'll still do the thing because I care about the kids. But I was like, it's all right, man. They don't want me to speak because of something else. When they got Tucker up here talking bad about Jews, I said it is what it is. That's not my place. I don't run the organization. And you know why they didn't want me in Turning Point Faith? Probably because a donor said, we don't want Brandon in Turning Point Faith because of his beliefs.
Look, I don't think it was your beliefs, officer. It was your
A donor probably told him, we don't want Brandon there. A donor probably told him, we don't want Candace there. And what did they do? They didn't allow me to be there.
From your perspective, you align and have the exact same values and rhetoric as Turning Point and Charlie Kirk, and you guys was one step in the line. Candace and Tucker Carlson, they have similar values, but Tucker Carlson was allowed to be there, and he hasn't been able to live that down since, okay? He's been relishing in that anger. He's been holding that in. And I just want to tell him, bro, they just don't rock with you, bro. They don't need you anymore, bro. You being a token does nothing for their movement anymore. They don't have to pretend like they like you or you're one of the good ones anymore, okay? Yo, when Officer Taylor brings his frustrations or his complaint about Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes to his timeline, you know what you see? You don't see an overwhelming support in favor of Officer Tatum. In his own comment section, his own audience, what you see is them treating him like how they've been viewing him while they were pretending as if he was one of the good ones. They posting fried chicken and watermelon memes. They're posting like racial slurs against him. They're telling him when he reposted a video of Nick Fuentes saying the N-word in a derogatory manner, his own fans are saying, what did he say wrong? I didn't hear any egregious words. What are you crying about? Quit being a snowflake. They were giving him levels of abuse that I've rarely seen from a fan base to a creator. Okay? Now, because he was going through that, I guess one of his black conservative homies as well, called the Black MAGA Preacher, he found himself taking to Twitter to speak up for Brandon Tatum and speak up against racism in a conservative movement. And according to him, that he believes that Nick Fuentes and the rhetoric is going to take away the black support from the conservative movement. Okay, so let's hear what he has to say. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, if the GOP, if the Republican Party, JD Vance, Trump, and I love Trump, but if our leaders don't distance themselves from Tucker, if he's going to platform people like Nick Fuentes, I'm telling you, you're going to lose the black vote.
That's a lie from hell. Anybody who was rotted down with the far right-wing extremists, they not going anywhere, bruh. Because y'all don't identify with those people because of policies, right? Y'all don't align with those people because you guys have the same viewpoint on economics. Cut it out, bruh. People like you identify with people like that because you
Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, bro. Hey, what's up, bro? Like, I had to come back. Oh, I'm probably gonna end this stream. Let me end this.